Right now they're finishing up some of the painting and doing some things in here, the prep work in the bay. And the apparatus bay is probably one of the, you can't say easiest things, but it's one of the things that it's a garage. There's a lot of mechanical things that go through here because they serve the entire building. We have a huge generator back there that we use for backup in case we lose power during an emergency. We have a bunch of rooms over here that they serve the firefighters' needs that are working on a day in, day out basis. Sure. Keep our gear inside, and we've done some things. Hopefully it'll help us with to maintain the longevity of the gear. The gear falls apart because of the UV light from fluorescent lights or something. The area up top, the high part up here, is a mezzanine, and it was, when I first started this project, it looked like just a walkway on a plan. Okay. And when they started building it, we started seeing how big it was. It's giving me a huge amount of storage up there for us to do things with. I don't see it ever becoming anything more than a storage area, but it takes care of almost all of our needs as far as ability to store things. Sure. Just in one area on top of some rooms that were necessary. Just keep on working. In it will be 4 TVs mounted on the wall. Within the center there'll be a whiteboard that connects to different media, so we can, and I say electronic whiteboard, not just a whiteboard, okay. But it'll connect to different media. You can actually go up there and manipulate it from the board itself. This doubles as our training room, and it will, I'm sure once the word gets out, it has a great ability to project things that will also get a lot of our boards and commissions will want to use is the other design that it was meant for, is for public use too. So I'm sure it'll be a well-used room. It's a great asset to the city. Reception area. We'll have some chairs, nice chairs. Currently, we don't have a receptionist because of budget drawbacks.
Right. How is that going to affect everything?
How is that going to affect everything? Mm-hmm. We hope that it doesn't have a net effect, a negative net effect. Operationally, we can pick up all the pieces and we can do the job that she was doing and probably not miss any beats because of that. But what we miss is that if there is a call that needs the assistant chief and my attention at that time, basically we end up with a building that's nobody can get in, and you have no knowing. They will not know what they're going to, why there's nobody here, because there won't be someone to greet them and say, well, they just made a call, they'll be back in 20 minutes. We're trying to build for the future. We have individual bedrooms. It used to be that we had 2 large dorms and everybody had their own bed. We got away from that, and we'll have a single room, and it will be shared by 3 people on A, B, and C shift. There'll be 1 person from each shift. Okay. And they will share that, and they're 2 days on. They will strip the bed, put their bedding up, and somebody else will get
Will there be bunk beds or just 1 bed?
Just be 1 bed.
Okay.
And we actually eliminated square footage for the sleeping areas by doing this. Okay. Even though it's more individual, what this does is it gives you more privacy, better sleeping. You don't hear the guy snoring next to you. What it will eliminate, and it's kind of one of those things that for me is a scary thing that it eliminates, is that "good night, John boy." You know, that kind of. It's not pillow talk, but everyone always would. You know, if there was a problem, people would talk about it while they were getting ready to fall asleep.
Sure.
And it also really helps out for the co-ed part. You don't have that for the wives of the men, for the husbands of the women. It eliminates that whole privacy issue. So we did the same thing with the restroom shower facilities. Each one has a shower, a toilet, and a vanity sink, and it's basically unisex. Sure. So it's not, each door is lockable, and that way we don't have to worry about it. In the old station we had 1 restroom that served men, and when the girls would be there, they'd have to go lock it out, and it just wasn't comfortable for them, and they were put in a bad position, so we took care of that. Because there's 3 shifts, and within anytime you get 3 groups of people that have like desires, you end up with wars over what the other one has. We have 3 pantries, and where they can put dry goods and things. That's something new we didn't have in the other buildings. We had a small kitchen, small dining area, and in the dining area we put drawers, lateral files, and people would put locks on them. Every fire station I've ever been to in my life, the locks on the pantries were always disabled because someone was breaking in. So we went away from the 3 refrigerator and went to 1 refrigerator, and it's a 3-door refrigerator with a freezer all sitting in that alcove over there. But it's they have to share that, so there's not you get away with some of that
They put their
breaking
names
and
on
entering.
food and stuff.
Well, we used to have a lot of breaking and entering, and that's actually what it would be in other fire stations I've been in, because they'd take the doors off the refrigerator so they can get to it.
Sure.
This will be in the kitchen area. We went with a gas range top for cooking and 2 electric ovens, because someone said they heat better that way than electric ovens. I don't know. It sounds good. We'll have the sink, the dishwasher, and the ice maker will be put on this side. And then, like I said, the refrigerator. The bar up here is shaped to seat people if necessary. Shouldn't be. And everything was built with the idea that we'll double, triple, quadruple in size during the emergency. So that's what we were looking at. We'll triple in size just on the fire department. Then we'll start bringing in other city staff. We could, again, double that number. So we could potentially have 40 people. Once we're making emergency responses, there was no outside place to be. So we expressed that to the architect, and he came up with this porch.
Very nice.
And so from up here there'll be a gas grill up here to cook on. That's all, there's no non-combustible surfaces out there, and there'll be a small table and chairs to set out. But it's one of those areas where you can be inside to the point where you go stir crazy. And while this space looks huge right now, the area from 8 feet from this wall out and the full length of this wall will be covered by workstations with computer terminals, since a lot of our work now and training is online, and our work is done online as well. That we'll just have all of our terminals out.
Okay.
So while it's big, it's going to be a kitchen, dining, living, and work area all here.
So how do you feel now that it's coming to a close?
The anticipation kind of gets to you. Well, as nice as Chevron has been, this is what we've been looking for. And as time progressed, we've gotten away from coming down, or I used to come down here once every 2 weeks. Now I find myself coming down here once every 2 days. And what's happening is that you just get that bite. It's like, man, I can't wait, we gotta go. So you almost get to the point where you quit coming here, because the anticipation, every time you lose, it's like, I just want to be there.
Right.
So, and we're looking forward to it. And it puts us back in the city center where we feel more like we're part of what's going on.
Sure.